Good afternoon. It's 4 o'clock on a Monday. Hopefully everyone is in their right state of mind. Hopefully everybody had the day they deserve to have. Waiting for my god sis. There she go. Sings. Let's talk about it. The Age of Aquarius. Let's piece together this puzzle together. Hey sis.
Sis, I had to get my headphones. You heard me?
Yeah, we both outside today. What's up?
We outside. I had to get my headphones real
Let's
quick
get this
because I was like, wait, hold up. I was like,
vitamin C.
huh?
Let's get this vitamin C. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Hi,
Okay, great.
beautiful.
How you doing?
Hi, everybody. I feel really, really good. I feel great. I went for a run earlier, so I'm just like,
That's what's up.
I'm vibing right now. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm ready to talk about the Age of Aquarius, and I'm ready to really get into it. Like get
Ooh,
into
child.
why we've all been feeling this energy, like this up and this down, and then there's an influx of information. Everybody is tired. Time just seems to be going so fast. It's
People
not
are
an incident.
losing people.
Yeah, people. I mean, that's been
People are
happening.
breaking up. People are finishing toxic friendships. They are walking
Yeah,
away from people that don't serve them. People are finally tired. People
your
are getting
exes,
tired.
your exes trying to spin the block.
Facts.
Exes
Um,
trying to spin.
could we all agree that even if you don't deem yourself as spiritual, because they have that category where you're spiritual. First of all, everybody's spiritual. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience. That's
Human
That's the
experience.
truth.
Exactly.
You don't. It's not like a niche or anything. You're spiritual.
Right.
You're a spiritual
It's not a
person.
trend. It's not a trend. It's not a
It's not a religion
trend.
either. So we could start there. But even if you don't dabble into the practice, I would say, you still cannot ignore this energy. This shit is real. Like you can't say, like, I ask people that I know, like, they're not like into the spirituality like me, right? But it's kind of like they still feel it. They're like, yo, what's going on? Why is time moving so fast? I had my homegirl ask me that earlier, like, why is time
Yeah,
moving by so
it's
fast?
moving so fast, and I'm starting to realize like time is not real. That's
Mm-hmm.
the biggest thing about the Age of Aquarius. It's real stressful. You make it stressful on yourself. It's like self-inflicted pain when
Yeah.
you want to fight it. Like we need to accept that we can lie. Like you, we don't even really know where we're at right now. A lot of people don't even really know. Because remember, like, who created the maps? Who created time? Who told you that you were what you were? Like,
Who wrote the
who
Bible?
wrote the Bible? Who came up with all? Who said, okay, we're gonna have this, create the ability to be
Mm-hmm.
to see where a person is at, see them through a screen, and not have to touch them or feel them or see them face to face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a lot of things, and we're starting to learn a lot of things. We're starting to realize a lot of things that we've been taught is a lie. And when you get into this place where you start to be like, oh, nah, that's not true, that's bullshit, that's not true, you're like completely oblivious
That's the
to
real.
the
That's
fact
the real
that,
delusional to me.
yeah, it's
That's
delusional. It's
yeah.
delusional
Because
because
now you're seeing things. Now you're seeing things, and you're trying to trick yourself to believe that you're not seeing what you're seeing. And now you're hearing things. Now things are literally adding up, making sense. You
right,
know?
but because we actually made the maps and the concept of time. As far as it's recorded, right? As far as it's recorded, we got all of that stuff from ancient Africa, from Kemet, right? From Kush. from the Nile Valley civilizations, but who found all that stuff first? Did you see all that stuff with your own eyes? A lot of things have been manipulated. Certain things they can't hide from us, you know? But a lot of things have been manipulated to fit a certain narrative.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is even the real story of how we got here? It's like, it's so many questions.
You know what it is though? I think we find the answers within. So I feel like this. When people take the time to meditate and sit down and like really, really, like they call this thing called the Akashic Records. Like we all have the ability to tap into that. That's how you have the answers. Who did this? Who did that? Who did that? We'll have all the answers when we're ready to receive it.
Right.
You gotta tap in though. Not a lot of people are taking the time to tap in, and that's why. But it's also good to question. These are the questions we want to hear. You know why? Because when you're curious, you go out there and you go find your answer. You're gonna get the answer. It's gonna come to you. So when you start asking questions, like Sherelle is doing right now, that is exactly what the Age of Aquarius is. Age of the information.
Right.
It is the time to get to know the truth and to not contradict yourself.
Yeah.
Because there are people who know the truth but still acting like they don't know.
Right.
Right.
But you know. Yeah, because what is that little voice inside your head asking you these questions? It's not really your voice, right? Because like I could be quiet right now. Like, let's all take a second to not say anything, and let's say.
I'm so sorry for my background, by the way. If it's bad, I'm sorry.
She's in Brooklyn.
I'm in Queens.
Oh, Queens. Oh my God, I lost track of New York. Like if we were to just go quiet right now and just silently say in our minds the word banana, what voice is that? He said rockstar. Exactly. That's what KRS-One did, right? KRS-One said rockstar. The fact that we can go quiet and say that shit in our mind right there and not say it with our voice or use any of our senses, that is our consciousness. So our consciousness doesn't have a color. Our consciousness does not have a color. And this is what I'm just talking about a few minutes, about an hour ago with you on a voice note. How I was getting backlash on my post about white allies who stood up for Black people, who stood up for people of color. But y'all fail to realize that you were born. You were born this lifetime. Who you are now, but what or who were you last lifetime?
Now you talking, sis.
Right.
Let's go.
Last lifetime you weren't a white man or a white woman. Like, or a butterfly.
It's like you're chasing your own tail at this point if you're going to blame the other race, for real.
Yeah,
yes, we have people that done some fucked up shit. I'm not going to act like I don't know. And I don't get pissed off. We all how many people have been doing fucked up shit regardless of their age, their gender, their fucking race? Like, how many people have been doing fucked up shit?
Right.
It's obvious that it's not the tone of our skin. It's not that. They want y'all to do it. They want to separate everybody. That's what happened. Because if everybody in this motherfucker come together and be on some, I ain't fucking working tomorrow, this whole shit shut down.
Everything done. Party done.
They don't want to leave the slave ship. That's the answer.
Right. So this is
some don't. Some don't. I'm gonna change that. Some don't, and some are actually making the effort to try.
Some are trying. Yeah. Right.
And that's not easy. That's why we have compassion. It's not easy. We understand that.
Right.
We just got passion.
While I do understand that, I will let you know real quick, like, yo, I can't have a conversation with you because we're not on the same frequency. You still fighting about race.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not on the same frequency. It's bigger than race. I'm not saying race is not an issue, but also pay attention to how was the race thing started? Why was it started? And the very foundation of that, what was it built on and why was it built on it? To keep you away from the shit that you really need to be worried about. That's just one of the race, politics, religion, what else? Your financial status, how you look, how you dress, all of that shit. everything that has been planted there is for the purpose of distracting you from what you need to be focused on. Like I don't get up here and teach and do all this reading and research like just like for clout. Like this is real shit. We really need to unite. We really need to start doing the inner work because it's bigger than us. And nobody's coming to save you.
Say it again.
Nobody's coming to save you. Not Jesus Christ. Not.
I had to get out of victim mode mad long ago.
Hold on. Wait, because it's not even just the Christians. Nobody's coming to save you. Not Jesus Christ. Not Haile Selassie the Third. Not the Easter Bunny. Nobody's coming to save you. You got to save yourself. So as long as you fighting about race, you fighting because this person got more money than you, you envying that person, you know, you like you're at the bottom of the barrel. One race.
If you are in a space where you're allowing your flesh to win and defeat you, if you can't even control your own mind, you might as well consider that too. Especially in these days, because you have to like also learn how to connect with your heart center. If you don't, like, we're gonna talk more about that. That's why I want to go into like now that we know the truth, right? We know the answer. Could we get to the point where we have acceptance of what is, so we could get the fuck going? Because we got shit to do.
Right.
You can't continue to complain about this shit. Every time I go on these lives and people just keep talking about it, it's like you're rewriting that in your script. Not in my reality. I'm quick to say that. Not in my reality. Not my reality. Not my reality. I'm dead ass serious. Like, I'm not gonna continue to relive this shit. I don't want to come back in this motherfucker, and I don't want to do no life review and be pissed off at myself.
We keep coming back and repeating the same shit. That whole heaven and hell thing is a lie.
Please.
You need to let it go. Y'all need to let it go. You need to let that belief go. The belief that, oh, I got when I get to heaven, as long as I'm gonna get to heaven and it's all gonna happen in heaven. No, it's not happening like that. You're gonna come back and you're gonna same shit over and over again. You ever had a deja vu? Have you ever had a deja vu? Mm-hmm. Where like, something seems so familiar? You've been through all of this shit already, but you're here again because you keep making the wrong decisions. You've been here already. I didn't hear you.
He hear you now.
I'm sorry, we're going off. Let's acknowledge the people that's in here. What's up, y'all? Peace, y'all. Agree with the not all white people are evil, but I throw caution with the past life theory. Okay. You're entitled to your views.
Yeah, everybody, that's the thing. Everybody's entitled. So here's the thing about the free will, right? You're entitled to believe what you want, but you have to also know that what you believe you are creating. Let's get into the spiritual part too.
Right.
You're creating. And this is why where acceptance come in. It's one of the highest on the field. You know, love is our highest show. At the end of the day, it's all love. Love is everything. Love is moving forward. Love is going to be a show. If you don't know what love is, go find what love is right now, because you don't got no time to waste. You want to be operating in the vibration of love as much as possible.
Yeah,
because when it comes to love, and I'm not talking about platonic, I'm talking about just love, the energy of it, the feeling. You know what that is? That love, that feeling that you gotta get up and you gotta move. You know that energy.
That energy of just feeling good, and I'm with that too. Like, honestly, ideally, it would absolutely, like, the revolution would be, it would be peaceful, but we don't know. So if somebody throw a rock, I'm throwing 2 rocks. You know, if somebody start burning the city down, I'm burning the city down too, because I'm with it. I'm with whatever the revolution takes. But we really want peace, love, and inner growth first. At the end of the day, we really got to develop ourselves first before we change.
We gotta acknowledge Mother Gaia. We gotta acknowledge the earth. We gotta acknowledge the minerals. We gotta acknowledge the beings that's helping us on the other side, and understand that we're not doing this alone. A lot of us keep saying that we're alone. We're not alone.
Yeah, we're not.
That's
why I keep trying to talk about allies. Yo, we got Asian allies. We got white allies. Don't let them listen.
And somebody said, Somebody said, well, I haven't won the lotto yet. And that is the issue today. The issue is we're waiting on something, a condition to happen for us to feel joy and feel. So when that thing gets taken away from you, how you going to feel? You know, that we got to understand that we got to embody that energy right now, regardless. Be grateful for what you got right now and learn how to just, yeah, you want more. I'm all for it. I'm rooting for you. We all want to win. We all want to elevate, right? But in where you are right now, if you could just like look at it as a stepping stone and be
Right.
thankful that every day you have a chance to get up.
Yeah. Because you know, you're talking about the lottery, right? And remember the post that you sent me the other day? We doing all this shit for Monopoly money. Because guess what? We've all been bamboozled, right? Because the US dollar is worthless. It's worthless. So what are you waiting for to live your best life? Like what? And that's another part of programming that we really need to let go of, thinking that we
That
need to have money,
they
that we need
definitely
to
did
have
the setup.
riches.
They set it up like that on
Right,
purpose, like to
right.
trap you, to like make it hard. Like they designed the game so well. It's crazy
And y'all better wake up.
to make you believe that something like that made out of cotton and linen is more valuable than you.
Yeah, your soul, your consciousness, yo, do you know how powerful you are? You know how this is how powerful you are, right? You can be talking about somebody right now, and then they will literally, like, you'll hear about them, or they'll pop up, or you'll bump into them tomorrow, or they'll call you. That's how powerful you are.
Oh shit, windy out here. Okay.
Y'all better stop fighting race. Stop fighting against race. Fight fight for what's right and what's wrong. And I feel like that's subjective, right? But that's why I feel like in order for us to really progress as a collective, we got to do that inner work, because the inner
That's where it
work,
starts. Yes, that's where it starts.
that voice in your head that you hear that's like, go this way, and then the other voice is like, no, go that way. Some of us got, like you saying, some of us got more than two voices, you know what I'm saying? But like,
Shit.
it's something that you hear in your head that's kind of guiding you and directing you, and
Yeah.
you can't really trust that voice until you do your inner work, because if not, it's going to be a trauma that's guiding you.
Or we could talk about the fact that until you do the inner work, your reality is like a filter based off of what you believe in that moment. So guess what? You're living a whole lie. You're living, like, I literally realized that the other day. I was like, oh shit, this whole time I've been the one creating this shit, telling myself I wasn't worthy enough for certain shit. So I wasn't having these stuff because I was kept believing that I wasn't. I kept paying that shit, and then had the nerve to question why my shit was like not moving.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't allowing it to. So like we gotta really realize that how important it is to start with ourselves. It's not a joke. Like if somebody's pissing you off, before you figure out why the fuck they pissing you off on their part, figure out why you're so triggered.
Right.
See what you got to work on with that. And then you go deal with their asses because they should never tried you. Right? It's like that. Like think about yourself first, boo.
Somebody said, regardless, in this world, money is needed to prosper.
That's what you think.
Yeah.
Peace is awesome, but having peace doesn't feed your family.
World. And what form of money? Like, who said that? You've been programmed to think that money is prosperous. What is the definition of prosperous? Why?
Since you're going in and out a little bit, you going in and out. I don't know if I'm the only one that's hearing you, but on my end.
What about now?
Now you fine. But you was talking and kept going, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was saying. So who told you that form of money is what you need? Like, why do you feel so comfortable depending on someone else to feed your family? Why can't you learn how to grow your own food? Why can't you learn how to build your own shelter for your family? This is what I'm trying to like. I hope y'all see. And
here's my thing: if you feel like you can't do that, that's okay. I'm the queen of alternatives. Like if you don't want to do that, because we have choices, still find a way for you to be in charge of your own life and your own path. Still find a way for you to be in charge of your own happiness. Still find a way.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point.
That's what I'm talking about. Because you don't want to let that, like, nothing that they put your way. You don't want to have a fixed mindset to the point where you're not open-minded enough to be use your critical thinking senses and see what you could create out of bullshit.
Okay, we got a good question here. How does inner work translate to collective betterment for Black community?
Oh, you want to give it away? You want to do
Okay.
it?
Oh my God. That's too easy. Too easy. So basically, the fact that we're still worshiping oppressor, all right? And when I say we're worshiping oppressor, we got Christians, right? We got Muslims. Like we didn't create any of those religions. That's one thing. But even if we don't get into religion, right? Because that's a major thing that's holding us back, the fear that comes behind religion, and you feeling like you have to wait for a higher power to make you better, to put you in a better position, and and get your mind kind of like not so I don't want to say shallow, but surface level, to where you think that material things hold more value than they should. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not saying to be lazy and not go after what you want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to live poor, but
Look into your intentions.
yeah, what are your intentions, right? Are you actually in spirit experiencing the human experience, or are you just like rushing through it trying to get money and be rich? I feel like if people of color, like if we actually took time and worked on ourselves, our minds would be in a better place.
Is
And
she
when your
clear
mind
now?
is,
I'm
what,
sorry. Somebody was like, tell her you're going in and out again. Is she clear now? Because I'm to me, she's clear. Let me know. But yeah, keep talking. Somebody couldn't hear you.
okay, yeah, no, I was saying like if you, I forgot what I was saying. Damn,
Oh shit.
I was going
My
off.
bad.
I hate getting interrupted. Um, no, I think I was just basically saying that if people of color were in a better place mentally, then we'd be in a better place physically in general, because that's where everything starts. Everything originates from your mind. So if you don't put a value on money and you just know that you are wealth and you are abundance and that's just gonna flow to you, then money's gonna flow
Yes.
to you. But money
Yes.
should not be your main focus. Like money should not, like all of these material things that oppressor created, that colonizer put here. Like I feel like you guys are forgetting that we're not even like, we're still at
Yeah.
war. We're still at war. Like people are forgetting that shit. They put all of this stuff here. Like they want a war against our ancestors, whether we were on this land here or not. Some of us were, some of us were not, right? But we lost a war, and that's why we where we are is where we are right now. Like don't forget that this money, this is not your money. Your ancestors was not like, this was not their form of when they were trading. They were like, here, let me give you $20 for that apple. Like, no, they were, this is oppressors' money. This is conquerors' money. This is conquerors' land right here that we're living on,
Damn.
right? You buying conquerors' food. The point is that we need to stop being so dependent, work on ourselves so that we can learn how to be independent and not be conquered anymore. Like I want liberation. I don't want to have to follow the government's rule. I don't want to have to go to the government. Like, I don't want to be ruled by the same people that fucking killed my ancestors and tortured my ancestors. I want to rule my own shit.
But yeah, and when he was like, how does the healing of one makes it better for the collective? If we also realize that we are each other's mirrors, and when you working on yourself and you do what you gotta do, you're gonna inspire the person around you to do the same thing. They're gonna inspire the person that they're around to do it. You see how the domino effect is? That's why it's important for you to really, really work on yourself. Work on yourself, because, and then also you also get to know the truth on your own. You don't need us to talk to you. You'll be in these comments, just be like, yeah, you right, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, or have your own point of view. But wouldn't it feel so much better to say, damn, I got that shit on my own? Like, all it took was me following my heart and trusting myself.
Somebody said, I hear what you say, but just like this video you're using, how would you communicate with so many without it? Can you talk telekinetically? Kinetically?
Some people could do it. That's not one of my gifts. but
But
some people do have those
you
gifts.
can, but you don't even have to. How did our ancestors do it? Like, I feel like you guys are really forgetting about, because, you know, history or our cultural past repeats itself. You guys are forgetting, like, before we had this shit, we was making it happen. How do you think Nanny and the Maroons did it? How do you think the Haitians did it? How do you think the enslaved people in Brazil did it? They revolted. They didn't have no cell phones. Word of mouth. They knew how to get out and reach out. But you guys weren't you guys weren't programmed to do that. You guys were not programmed to get out and reach out and speak to people and go out and communicate. No, you guys were taught, stand 6 feet apart, get your vaccines, and stay away from everyone. You know, sit at your own desk. Like, you guys were indoctrinated. You guys, we were not. Why would they teach us? Why would they teach us how to organize? Why? If we all knew how to organize, then they lose. That's it. End of game.
We are the original AI.
Right. This is fact. Just keep telling yourself, I'm the wealthiest person alive. Exactly. I have everything that I've gone through. Where I am right now is exactly where I need to be. And I'm so grateful that I'm here, because I can say that yesterday I was in a different place.
Okay. I was about to say, can we talk about the fact that there be times when it feels shitty as hell, but we have to go through the fire?
Right.
Like,
and I'm not even talking about being broke either. I'm talking about yesterday I may not have known something as small as, and this is about the Age of Aquarius, right? Yesterday I may not have known information that I know today. I'm wealthy with information. I'm rich with information. That voice in my head, it's been guiding me towards it's actually been helping me. Oh shit, like, I am wealthy. And watch how the money, that shit just starts flowing to you. That it's not gonna be nothing. It's not gonna be nothing. Like, who's worried about money? And that's why they don't want you to get your mind right. That's why they don't want you to be in a place of abundance. They want
when
you
you're
to
in a
have
place of
that
abundance,
mindset.
it's over for them. They can't touch you. They gotta rise up to meet your frequency. They're not there. They can't reach you there. They need you to be at a low vibration on purpose. So they're gonna do whatever it takes to keep you there. That's what the news is there for. That's why all these stuff are happening out here. Like the distractions. We've been conditioned into prioritizing the vanities that the persons produce, and the reason why we've been conditioned is because it's gonna make them money. You know, these
Yeah.
are the reasons. Vanity is money.
It
Like,
keeps them on
everybody
top.
want to suit their ego. You know,
Yeah.
shit. There's many times when I got my ego came up and got the best of me. Like, you know, so it's like it could happen to anybody. But like, when you're aware of yourself and you know how to control that, how to use your ego to help you in the best way, in the positive way, because we all need our ego still. That's when you're able to, I would say, beat them at their game. Because we're in the fucking game, regardless if we like it or not. We're in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So you might as well fucking have fun playing it.
Right. And it's chess. It's not checkers. They've never played checkers with us. They have never played checkers. They have always played chess. It took them generations on generations on generations on generations on generations on generations on generations to conquer us physically, spiritually, mentally. They playing chess. And y'all out here playing checkers talking about, oh no, white people can't roll. Like, no, it's like, it's actually some white people that died, that fought for us, with us. You worried about you fighting the wrong people. You fighting yourself. You fighting the wrong people. We are the 99%.
Oh shit.
What the fuck? How
No, I'm sorry. That was not even but that was actually hilarious. I'm not even
how are
gonna
we
front. You said
how are
that.
we still where we are? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna read some comments. We work on ourselves first. We are disconnected, so we must heal our mind, body, and spirit until we can begin to be on the, I don't know what that was, but yes, absolutely. We got to work on ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. What's your nationality? What do you call yourself on paper? On paper, man, I was born American. I was born on American soil, but my ancestors were here. I have connections to Native Americans, South America. Like, we and, you know, are not by slave trade either. Like, we're from there. West Africa, East Africa, all over Africa, all over the Americas. We run all of that. So whatever's on paper right now to me is not valid. When they ask me what my nationality is, I say I prefer not to answer. Like you can't put me in a box.
Somebody said, who said we're in the age of Aquarius? White people or our people? Spirit said. Spirit said.
Spirit said. But on the real, astrology is all us. As far back documented as we can see, astrology comes from Kemet. Now where they got their information from is controversial, because they'll say, oh, Atlantis, but then some people will say Atlantis never existed. I'm going by as far as we can see written on them temples that are still standing, that have been standing for
There's so
hundreds
many
of thousands of
evidence.
years.
Yeah. There's so many evidence though, like,
Yeah,
put it
right.
together. It's like connecting the puzzles. It's like,
That they
but we
can't
also got to
hide.
get to a point where we got to be like, all right, maybe I just will never know. Even though maybe one day you will. You can't let the what you don't know stop you, because what you do know, what do you know? This some
Right.
bullshit. That's all you need to know. This is some
What I
fucking
do know,
bullshit.
yeah,
Like,
what I do know is that this does not feel right. Like
this
this
doesn't
doesn't feel
feel
like I'm
right.
living
I should
my
not be
best life.
working 9 to 5, Monday to motherfucking Friday, slave shit. I
Yeah,
should not be on the slave
not even.
shit.
Yeah, you ain't even got time. You ain't even got time to really sit and
Having to
meditate
work
and
2 jobs
really breathe.
because I can't even afford I can't. I should not. That shouldn't be me.
Yeah, we've been conditioned
Like,
into prioritizing the vanities that the oppressors produce, opposed to prioritizing intrinsic values and living lives of fulfillment, which breeds more communal harmony. Exactly. Perfectly said.
and if you just go back to that, like literally right now, just like, this right here is what it's about. This is right here is community. Because after you hear this conversation, it's gonna spark up again certain interests. Then
Yeah,
spirit gonna
the
start moving in
lesson.
your life because you open the door. Because once you open the door, that's it.
Yeah, once you start looking, and that's why like a lot of religions will tell you don't go looking. They don't want you to go looking, because once you start looking, remember, all the answers are already in your DNA. Once you start looking, the universe is like, oh, okay, she's ready now. He's ready now. Boom, answer after answer after answer
They're not
after
gonna give
answer
you
to
what you're not
every
ready
single
for.
question.
It's so true. Like, I literally experienced that the other day. I'm like, yo, y'all really waited for me to go through
Be
that for me to
ready.
like, y'all really love me. Okay.
Y'all got it. Yes, you're absolutely crazy if you don't think that we got spirits around us, working with us, and they only work against you when you allow them to in your mind. That's
when
how
you
powerful
create
you
that,
are.
when you create, yo, it's literally like how about this? How about the whole thing about the dark forces, or like any kind of dark, like we're creating that too. Darkness and light come from the same thing. So we're creating these things to have like who said the dark forces are stronger than us? Who said that dark forces is stronger than love? Once you turn
Right.
the light, the darkness goes away. So it's like we gotta think about how many we gotta fucking
I'm sorry.
think about
I'm reading the comment
what
section. I'm
happened.
sorry. Go ahead.
We gotta think about how many times we have let things that are outside of us affect us. What we're giving our power and our attention to. What we keep talking about. I don't want to talk
Right.
about my survival story too much. I want to talk about winning. That's where I'm
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
I'm not feeding that old storyline. That's not me anymore. So we gotta realize we gotta be more progressive and start moving towards some shit, because we had enough time. Our ancestors did all the talking for us. They really did.
Right. They did a lot.
They
Man,
did
they
their
did a lot. They did
part
a lot of work.
for
This
us
next
to be
post
able
that
to
I'm
live
about to
right
put up,
now.
this
Mm-hmm.
next post I'm about to put up is so insulting to me, because it's African people saying that if they had to, they basically the question was, which holds more value, the blood that Jesus shed, or the blood that your ancestors shed. That shit got me pissed off, because they were like, Jesus, he saved me. You come on, you sound doofy. You sound crazy as hell. Your ancestors, they put in so much work. They went through what you're going through times 10.
Right.
And some of us are going through it. So how can we completely devalue them? and forget about them in the name of worshiping a false man-made, a God that was man-made by your oppressor, the one we were just talking about, colonizer. They brought it to it wasn't originated in Africa. Like it's so much, like and that's why this is not see, our ancestors, a lot of them thought we were only fighting a physical war. This is a spiritual war. This shit is real. It's bigger than race. That's all I can keep saying. It's so much bigger than race. Like race is one tree in a forest of thousands of trees.
Stay there. Keep focusing on the war that they're trying to put over y'all head. It's not y'all war. That's not y'all war. Keep y'all focused on that inner battle that you're having, that indecisiveness. That every time something happens, you have to question your own self. Think about that. Why am I questioning myself? What am I consuming on a daily? What am I thinking about? What am I listening to? What am I eating? How am I treating my body? How am I treating people that I love, that I claim that I love? Think about that before you start thinking about anybody else or anything else that's occurring out here.
Somebody said, what spirits? So, like,
I think you're just clowning, yo.
This is funny because I had this same question, right? Because I would do, like, card readings, and I would ask certain questions, and then the answer would pop up, or,
It's all us. Exactly. It's all us.
What is that thing that helps me to know? What is that thing? What voice? You know what I'm saying? What is that guidance? Because you be feeling divinely guided sometimes. You're just like, yo, something happens, and then talk to somebody else, and like, oh my God, I went through the same thing, and then everyone's going through the same thing, learning the same things. It's not a coincidence. So I had that question, like, what is that exactly? And the voice in my head said, watch Pocahontas.
I love when that happens.
And when I went and I watched Pocahontas, right?
Everything
and I don't even mess with
got all the answers you needed.
But the answers right there. They put the answers in movies and cartoons because they want you to take it seriously. Go if y'all can watch Pocahontas. If you pay attention, the whole movie. She was it was a bird following her, and it was like everything had life. The trees around her, the wind would be energy. Like there's energies all around you, but you attract them. So if you think that you can be possessed by a negative,
you're damn right,
negative spirit or evil spirit,
exactly.
You open up your energy field to actually be visited by.
If you don't believe in that shit, if you don't believe nothing could possess you, then you good.
Yeah, I'm protected. I don't ever worry about none of that shit. I'm spiritually.
Do you know? What do you know?
I'm good. That shit does not exist in my reality, and I don't have those problems.
So I don't have those problems. What do you believe? What do you believe? That's really what it's about. And some of y'all beliefs is like, it's really confusing y'all. Like, pick a side. That's it, right? Like, pick a side.
I think the ability to claim our personality to our oppression, exactly, because we have a lack of self-identity. Like, what can you really accomplish if you don't know who you even really are?
You can't join. You can't create. You can't lead no team. You can't even work with a team if you don't know who yourself.
Yeah, like who is?
Think about the people who always have a problem. That they have a problem with everybody. They don't even know themselves. That's why they have a problem with everybody. They need to sit down and know themselves. That's the problem.
And that's the thing, though. People be so scared to face themselves.
Yeah.
That they fall into all those distractions. Like the minute they start feeling away or thinking too much into the past, they pick up a bottle. They roll a blunt. You know, they gotta go shopping. They gotta go fuck. Like, you know, because you're running from yourself. That's why it ain't working. It's not working.
Hold on, sis. I want this to pass. I'm gonna say that all this stuff is also confirmation too, because over here it's hardly loud. But yeah,
right. See, like facts. Remember before the bird was going off in your background.
They always go off over here. My little friends. My little friend.
Birds are dope. The so-called Aztec, Olmec, and Sea people were black and here on this land before Indians. Yeah, we were having that conversation too. A lot of the conscious community has even been delving into like doing more research about this actually being Africa and us being misled on where we even are on the map.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. They were saying that the Grand Canyon is was Africa, right, or something like
Yes,
that.
like some kind of like
I'm wrong.
you could walk from there to the. I heard about that.
Yeah,
Like you
and
could walk from the Grand
I don't
Canyon.
doubt.
I
For
don't
me to be like,
doubt shit. Like
for me, the only thing, listen, for me to really be like, no, you're crazy. I trust them. That's wild. Like you value oppressors so much. You were programmed to value everything that their archaeologists say, everything that their historians say, everything that their scientists say. You value so much that you will literally eliminate all other thoughts from your mind because they said to.
because they taught us to depend on them. They was like depend on everything inside of you. You can't understand how to structure your own money without having a bank. You can't. The whole system it was created to keep you contained. So
Yeah.
of course it's gonna be a battle for you to even see yourself out of that. For you to even see yourself
Slavery saved
free.
Europeans. I agree. Slavery saved Europeans. The more Africa saved Europeans. Like, let's keep it all the way real. What is their dollar backed by? That's a real question, y'all. I don't know. They get everything valuable from Africa and other countries. What is the American dollar really backed by? It's useless.
After they stopped with the whole gold, it being backed by gold, it was just recycled debt. It's literally that's what it is. America's broke as fuck.
So if it's all mind manifest, if you think spirits, did you create them? I think energy manipulation. Is that the same? Isn't spirits energy? Yeah, spirits are energy, but you can attract good ones and you can attract not so good ones. Like once you
It's your perception too. And also that's why I'm like go follow your path and your pace. Like know what you're open for. What truth you want to know? Because it's not an easy journey. Like sitting with yourself and then realizing that you played a huge part in all your the things you've been through. It's not easy to face that. So you need time. So take time and have pace with yourself. Be patient with yourself because honestly, you need to be in the right type of mind anyway. So that's why we have the what they proclaim mentally ill people. They're spiritual as hell. They just don't know how to ground themselves. That's the
yeah,
real truth.
right.
They literally having conversation with all these spirits around them.
The
So
worst punishment is to tell someone to go sit in the corner. Go know thyself. For real. Someone said that comes from Africa. For real, go know thyself. Know thyself is of course they tried to say a Greek said it, but it came from I think Aesop the Ethiopian, or was it Imhotep? But yeah, know thyself, meaning be able to sit with thyself, be able to check thyself. For real.
listen,
Um,
I love to hold myself accountable.
so they have a conscious. Dollars are backed by stolen resources. Thanks for answering my question. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Because even Columbus, right? Columbus journaled about how he when he came to the Americas and he spoke with who we know as the Indians, the Native Americans. Uh, they mentioned trading with darker people. Even they trade because you can't get everything from here, from this land. So they were trading with Africans, and we were coexisting. That's why some of us are really you know how black people love to say, "Oh, I'm Cherokee." Like, no, some of us really do have Native American blood and African blood. We were trading, we were coexisting. Like it's nothing new under the sun. That's why there's more than just one answer. You know, there's more than just one correct answer. There's a plethora of answers. Like, oh, I'm not African. No, like I got American blood. I got European but I got some nerves, but like, and the birds agree.
The birds are agreeing, okay? It's all good if you're learning the lessons, and that is it. That's like literally, I want everybody on this live to start thinking about whenever they face the hardest of hardest challenges, that means you about to get some shit happening to you. Some good stuff is about to come through you, because that right there is showing that the door is opening. Once a door is closing, a door is opening.
Yeah.
So like we gotta start looking at the things that come our way to get us off track as just a stepping stone to something further to where you want to be.
Right.
It's getting you closer to where you want to be. So yes, have that optimistic mindset.
Yeah, I agree.
Nah, sis, we did it again. We fucking did it again.
Yeah,
Whew,
agree.
child.
Somebody
And we
said, "Okay, we Africans, we're the first people. This land is our land, for real. It really is." And that's why they'll try to push the whole. Remember, they tried to push the whole back to Africa thing. But it, I feel like that's another form of to make us feel like we don't have land rights. We got land rights here. We have land rights here. We have land rights in Africa. Like all of this shit is our land. We're not immigrants. We're not the fuck. This is our land. We're not the immigrants. Can you believe the audacity? And that's what
yo.
we need to get our minds right so that we can focus on getting our own. Like I'm not. And they also got us. They programmed us to fear death, right? They programmed us to fear death, and then whenever
Fear in anything at all is a programming, because fear is a fucking lie.
Exactly. But death especially, because look, this is what they did. So they program us to fear death and then have our ancestors beat, killed, and raped and tortured in front of our other ancestors, other Africans, because they're like, oh, I don't want to die. I don't want to die and go to hell. I don't want to die and burn in hell. So they got people fearing death, when in reality, and the sun just came out of nowhere, out of a whole bunch of clouds. So that's confirmation that I'm really talking real shit right now. They got scared of death because they're like, oh, I don't want to die. I don't want to, and that stops us from doing what we're supposed to be doing. Like, I'm going to speak out, and if y'all come get me, then y'all just come get me. The message is already out there. I already did my due diligence, and I'm going to be back. I'm coming back. Like, my soul is set on liberation. My soul is set on.
We are so eternal.
We're eternal. We don't die. Energy doesn't die. We just keep going. It keeps happening. This is why we've been talking about things over and over again for generations.
And next week, we're gonna talk about winning. We ain't talking about none of this shit no more next week. We talking about something else. We're gonna be talking about what's the next steps. I'm done with this conversation. So I'm happy that you guys got a chance to really, really be here today. We usually come on every Sunday, but today, you see how God works? Today we decided to just hop on because we missed this past Sunday. But if y'all missed any of the live, I post the full live on my YouTube channel. Shandy Love Speaks is in the bio, my link in my bio. So just if you want to watch the replay and all other conversation that we have, we usually have these conversations a lot. All right, I just want to drop that in there.
Yeah, we use our voice. We don't. It's none of that fear stuff on this side.
Even if hold on, even if you're afraid we do this shit, like there be times I be shaking in my boots. What? But I gotta do that. I gotta. Yo, I'm not a punk. I'm not no punk.
Yeah.
False. Yep. False expectation appearing real. I love that one because we usually say false evidence appearing real. I love that one. Expectation. Woo. Yes, sis. Yes.
Real nice. Wow, that's a good one.
That was a good one. But yeah.
This was such a powerful conversation.
Thank you guys for joining us today.
Thank you so much for your time. Go look at my last post.
Follow both of us so you know when we go back on live again, because we do this on a consistent basis.
Yeah, we're always up, and if we miss a Sunday, then we make it up during the week. We jump
We
on
always
here.
on here talking our shit.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for joining us, y'all.
We love you.
Enjoy the rest of your day. Mwah.
Peace.
Peace.